here we go. Given just a quick update on the essence farming strategy that I've been using, I have switched over to using BigDucks' recommended strategy. I will try to remember to link that below in the description when this goes up. But he kind of went over this in his champion guide, but I just wanted to call this out because I've tried out what he has recommended, and it is working, I think, markedly well or better for me than the Icy Baron strategy was. So basically the gist of it is I have changed my Atlas tree to drop the crystal resonance node here. So we're no longer causing vol orbs to just replace whatever happened to be on there. Vol orbs work like they're supposed to now and to actually upgrade your essences. Other than that, have just maximized my map modifier effect on here. And of course, taking as many rare monsters as we can get. That's really the gist of it. Beyond that, I mean, kind of do what you want with your tree. For Scarabs, we're going to be using Calcification, Stability, Ascent, Sinistral, and Adversaries. Basically, idea is Adversaries, again, kind of just more rare monsters in your map. Again, Sinistral, what we are doing is rolling all of our tier 16 maps as blue and trying to get increased number of rare monsters on them. Sinistral basically just says that that prefix is going to be twice as effective, so you're going to get twice as much in the way of rare monsters out of your map mod that way, and your suffix doesn't really matter at that point. So really, you're just trying to get that rare monsters on here, and you know, rolling it blue in the grand scheme of things, you got to spam a lot of alterations, but you can get there. It's not that big a deal, and it won't cost you that much. We're still using Ascent to boost our essences up a tier. Stability is basically going to say that whenever we use a vol orb on our essences, it's either going to upgrade them or transform them. You're not going to wind up with unfavorable outcomes there as much. And then Calcification, as we have been, to make sure that all of our rare monsters are essence monsters. So that's basically all we're doing here. I'm running them as tier 16s, but I'm not finding that they're actually that much tougher than the tier 6s, to be honest. So let's run this, and I'll show you how it's working for me. You can see if this looks like it'll work for you. So I'm doing strands. I mean, you can kind of take your pick of maps that work for you. I like strand because it's linear. I'm not likely to miss much. I'm not going to end up having to do a lot of backtracking or anything like that. So, you know, you just kind of go and do your thing. Now, anytime you see an essence with like a bunch of stuff on it like that, you want to hit it with a vol orb. BigDucks' recommendation is if you have 5 or more, that's when you want to fall. On any of those guys, then don't really worry about it too much beyond that. And I found that to be a pretty good rule of thumb to work with. I am also trying to give a brief read to each of these guys to see if you have Misery, Envy, Dread, or Scorn, because those are the ones that can upgrade into the rare essences that are worth a lot more. And if I see that on something with less essences, I will stop and upgrade. I am stopping to read, so, you know, I guess big loss there. We have to read now. It's okay. I have been doing Sacred Grove whenever it comes up. It's just a nice additional little boost there, and it's not really that tough for me. So, but, you know, your mileage may vary. If you don't feel like it's worth it to you, skip it, and that's also fine. I mean, the essences are where the real value in your map comes from, so focus on that, and, you know, try to maximize that to the extent that you can. Let's see here. But yeah, I don't really find that these take all that long, and, you know, the additional juice that you get from these is not bad. There we go. Ooh, boy. Not bad, just look big. All right, let's continue on here. I do Virashta whenever she comes up still. Let's go with maps, I guess. Let's go with maps. All right. Anchor. So we only have 4 on there, but we do have a Sorrow, so I'm going to hit it with Revolve. We didn't get one of the special essences off of it, but you know, I find it's always worth it. Give it a try. See what we get. Nothing special on that one. All right, Swiftness Shrine. World's best thing. Oops, wow. All right, Sorrow on there, so... Oh, shoot, that's the wrong one. Nope. Sorry about that. That is the downside to, you know, trying to read. Occasionally I read too fast and get it wrong. That's one that I should not have vaulted. I did. It's not really that big a deal. I guess we got a Sacred Grove here, so may as well hit it. I'll hit this one. All right, let's go. All right, Crystallized Rancor. There you go. Nice and easy. Strand and strand. Here we go again. Don't stand in the fire. Do we have another one of these? We do, don't we? Oh, man. Okay, here we go. I always find those kind of annoying, but also hilarious when that happens. You got something that both resurrects its allies and also has them explode on death. So. All right, nothing there we care about. Misery. So that's one we want to hit. Didn't get anything out of it, but you know, that's always worth trying to vol. And Envy and Scorn as well. So let's hit that, and still didn't get anything. Again, it's Misery, Envy, Dread, and Scorn are the ones that you want to look for. Scorns are already worth a lot by themselves, but the upgrades are always worth it. So here we go. We'll hit that, and nothing on that one. All right, dude. Here we go. And then the arena. And the nice thing about this too is that your boss battle is not a hectic disaster like it always is with the previous strategy. So that's kind of nice. Anyway, I mean, I'm not going to go all the way over all of our loot here, but we did get, where is it? No, we got at least one of the good essences on there, didn't we? Oh yeah, we got a Hysteria here, and those are currently worth about 30 chaos. So, you know, I feel like it's worth doing. Just on balance, it feels like I've got more out of these. I mean, yeah, we get a lower quantity of drops, but I feel like we are getting better drops in general. So, you know, it's been worth it for me. It's been nice changing it up just a little bit from the tier 6 strategy that I was running previously, and would recommend you give it a try. This is actually not that appreciably more difficult than the tier 6 maps were, if I'm being honest. Like those tier 6s, especially with the extremely hectic boss fights that you got from running the what's the name of the node again here? Crystal Resonance there. Got some really hectic boss fights from that, and ended up dying to that a lot more often than I'd expect. You know, it actually looks like I might level up again here, so at the rate I'm going. So it's been worth it for me, might be worth it for you. Would encourage you to give that a try. Drop Crystal Resonance. I mean, use your Sinistral, what is it? Scarabs to double your rare monsters and give that a try in a tier 16. It's been pretty smooth, not really a problem at all. I'd recommend you give it a shot. Anyway, until next time, if you got a cat handy, give it a pet for me. And if you do, leave its name in a comment down in the description. Love you all. Take care. Stay safe till next time.